in Santa Cruz. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. California. It's 1-1. Tim Weissman on the near side in red. Keith Fletcher on the far side in red. Should be interesting. What Tim's going to try to do is power by Keith. Power around him, power straight him, because that's what to do with Keith. Keith's playing very well. He's bringing his touch game to about as good a level as I've ever seen it. You know, he doesn't have a lot of power, but he's got enough on certain shots, and he's been very accurate, very aggressive on defense, as you can see. His defense has been excellent, getting a lot of possessions, did great against Vince. Puck's flying, and that's hurting Tim here. It's 8:30. Finals are starting. We still got the women's finishing off and the something in the expert division.
Yeah, Ducky, there's no classes. They wouldn't even let the newspaper have classes.
3-2 Tim. Nice get. Loses the possession. Circle drift. Used on Weissman. Good get there by Keith.
Hits those over the mouth, he's going to have Tim flinching to the underside.
Okay. Got a little color commentary here by Brian Acrocco of Houston. Oh, nicely positioned defense.
Very nice. Good cuts.
Nice bank around. That's what you got to do on Keith. 5-3. Keith lost the mallet, but didn't lose it. It's hard to let go of it when you got the string on it, so wasn't an option. 5-3. John Stuckey's a referee. Keith shoots it so soft, you know, it seems like Tim would get it, but he didn't get it. 5-4. Keith saw that coming and saw that one coming. Amazing. Nice cut. 5-5. Good defense by Keith.
Offensive game. A lot of strong defense on Keith's part.
6-5 Keith.
That's rare. He doesn't score on himself that much.
False timeout.
He's going to toy with him.
He always uses timeout, so 6-6. Tim calls timeout.
This is important that Keith gets this.
Okay.
He's going to have to take this. He has to get every 7-6 game that comes his way. Otherwise, Tim will take advantage of that.
Ooh, nice stuff.
It was over, though.
Oh, good call by Stuckey.
Very well.
Stuckey usually doesn't call a line that closely.
He didn't call it. Tim admitted to it.
Oh, okay. From Darryl, we get that Tim admitted to it. It wasn't necessarily seen by Stuckey, but he agreed with it once Tim admitted to it. 6-6. Loses possession. Nice cut shot. And 7-6 Keith.
Excellent job on Keith. Is it off? I have to say, Keith is playing very, very good defense. He's going to have to keep that concentration. He found a weak spot in Tim's right corner, his left. That's Tim's weakness, and he's hitting that right on the money. He's going to have to take every 7-6 game he can. 3 more of those, and he can rest for the first set. We have Andy Evish here from Philadelphia.
Yeah, we got a great finals match here with Keith Fletcher in his first finals, first new finalist out of the old guard, and Tim Weissman going for his 8th national title. Well, what do you think of this, Brian? Keith got the first game. It was a real close game. Looks like he's getting him on cut shots.
Yeah, Keith found a hole in Tim's defense. He found that cut shot in Tim's right corner. That seems to be the weakness of most right-handed players. Keith's hitting that right on the money and hitting that at 3/4 speed, which is what Tim's not used to. He's used to people shooting real fast on him, and it's
yeah, he's used to the power shots. He vibes right into that.
Keith's mixing them up perfect. If he can play 3 more games like that, he can win. He can win this set, and then the second set's going to be. He just needs to focus on getting this set.
Yeah, I think if he can get this set, he may be able to get the next set.
He can break Tim's confidence.
Well, you know, I think the spirit of Bob Dubuisson is alive within Keith. That's his mentor, and you know, hey, if anyone deserves the Bob Dubuisson award, I don't know, you know.
Keith's been carried by his defense. He's playing unbelievably awesome defense this tournament. His offense is as good as it's always been, but his defense is accelerated.
His defense is unbelievable. His offense is better too,
I would
though.
almost argue he's playing better defense than Tim in this tournament.
Yeah, I would probably agree. Well, I would say it's pretty close, but.
I mean, he defended against Albert. Albert's got one of the best and most accurate fast offenses in the game, and he defended.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. Cross straight.
He's defending well with Tim's. I almost get the impression Tim's kind of watching him, though. Tim's not in a hurry. He knows he's got 2 sets. We all know that Tim is testing. He's just trying different shots. He's not doing a whole lot of mix. He's not playing his game, and it's showing.
Yeah.
I think he's willing to give Keith a couple games.
3-0. Wow, that's
3-0 Keith.
That's unbelievable. Keith's playing real good. Tim calls timeout, tries to break the momentum of his opponent. Very good strategy.
Yeah, Tim knows what he's doing. If he doesn't let 1 or 2 games bother him. If he gets down 3-0, it's going to piss him off.
Yeah, well, he's had a lot of experience winning, and that can really play a role in big matches like this.
See, he's calming down. He knows defense is the key. He knows that, and he's focusing. There you go.
Well, there goes his cut.
There's one of Tim's best shots. The
cut straight shot.
The cut straight shot right to that
He
corner.
hits it kind of like Keith does, pretty much.
Keith hits it more or less. Keith hits it like him.
Yeah, true. That's his best shot.
That's his best shot.
He can get that working, then I think it'll be a quick match.
Keith is getting too fast. He needs to slow down.
Yeah, he needs to. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
4-2.
4-2 Keith. There you go. Good defense.
5-2.
He's hitting that shot. He's found that hole. He's hitting that shot. Right. Tim's not moving and adjusting to that. I think you will. You'll see Tim in the next couple of games.
5-3.
With a famous forehand.
That
Tim does that so much better than everybody.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Keith, 2 weeks. I want to learn that release, man.
Yeah, you want to learn that release?
I want to learn that release.
Yeah, you and about.
You don't even see his hand move; it just flies.
Yeah, everybody else in Iraq wants to learn that.
That's unbelievable. Yeah. Ed Almeida claims to have it mastered.
Well, I claim to have it mastered, and now that I've seen it again, I take that back.
I think there are several people that you could argue play as good offense.
The underneath bank, that's the release from another planet.
I think there's a lot of people that play offense, maybe on the level of Tim sometimes, but I think Tim's defense.
Defense makes the difference.
His defense is stronger than anybody's in the game.
Well, I think that Albert might have a better defense, but Tim's offense is stronger than Albert's.
No, I'd have to disagree with that.
5 up.
I have to disagree with that. I play with Albert and Tim all the time. Albert's got a real good offense. He bases his game on his offense. He doesn't worry about it. He tries to score on you and he tries to outshoot you, and he usually does it.
Interesting.
Albert, I have no problem. Albert's the kind of person who he doesn't worry about losing 7-6. He'll beat you 4 games 7-6, and he's happy with it. That's why he doesn't do good at local tournaments.
But when he wants to stop a shot, he usually can.
I also want to point out, too, at our local tournaments, Tim has yet to win a local tournament this year at Greens.
Wow.
He's not won yet.
Well, that's 6-5.
Come on, Keith. Keith needs this point.
Keith needs this. He needs to calm down a little bit. Getting a little wild. I think the lead got to him a little bit. Having the lead might have made him a little overconfident.
Come on, Keith. Good defense. There you go. Nope. Tim took it 7-5. 7-5, Tim. Good game. Caught Keith by. Keith needs to slow it down. Tim's kicking in that release. He's out there. This is a game of shooters.
I think he's found his rhythm at this point.
Like I said, he'll give a couple games. It doesn't bother him. He knows he's got 2 sets, and he knows he can outwear out his opponent.
That's true. Tim doesn't seem to be tired really, or
Keith needs to take his first set though, and he needs to take it in as few games as possible to break Tim's confidence. Because
true.
Tim knows if Keith wins the first set, it's probably going to be in the 6th or 7th game, and that wouldn't bother him that much. Keith, he's not holding the possessions. It's like Owen and Phil always tell me, possessions is the key to this game. I'm learning that in this tournament. I'm learning. I've been practicing real hard keeping the puck, and I learned it after I got knocked out, unfortunately. But it worked. It's working. Keith was heavy on possessions.
Yeah, this is true, definitely. Well, we got about a minute between games here. Two once per set, right? Huh? 2 once per set, or between all the games?
No, there's a nationals.
Oh.
2 minutes per game. 2 minutes per in between games.
Okay, well, we have 2 minutes between games here.
You're thinking of it like a challenge match. That's when you get one per game in a 2 minute.
No, I didn't know that. Well, you learn something new about air hockey every day.
I'm going to have to give myself a camera and tape Tim and see if I can watch that release. Look at that.
That was a pretty forehand.
It's so smooth. It looks like he's not hardly put any effort in it at all.
I don't think he is.
It's like he's just barely touching it.
It's the follow through, I believe.
I practice every day, and I still cannot hit that.
Well, he's been playing a much longer time.
I'm just impatient, but
yeah, that's all right.
Tim's main shot, of course, is this with a cross-straight setup. He goes all over the table from that position, and he does it extremely fast.
Well, the cross-straight's his best shot, but I believe his banks are what make that shot most effective.
2-1 Tim. Okay, Tim's doing a light setup in the center. Come on, Keith's not shooting smart now.
No, Keith's seeming to fold a little bit. Oh, he scored there. Over the mallet.
Keith needs to play.
3-2 Tim.
A little problem there with the score, but we figured it out. 3-2 Tim.
Worked that out.
Tim's
there.
doing the ever popular circle diamond drift, which I've been told he's the one that originated it.
I believe he is.
Ooh, good change up.
He doesn't use it so much as he used to anymore, though.
Yeah, Tim likes to do that. He brings it right to that position, puts a tad of delay, and then pops it, and you don't know where it's going.
Yep. You mean when he comes to the top of it, taps it?
Right.
Right.
Right there. See, he can go to that corner, he can go to the other corner, like that. Boom. So fast, you don't even see the puck. 4-3. Keith's coming with some good serve shots. Tim's taking his time now, setting up. Okay, good. Keith got the steal. He needed that. There you go.
All right, there it is. Right wall over is working on Tim.
I told you, that is Tim's weak shot. I play him weakly. That is the shot. If you hit that once every 2 or 3...
It has to be at an off speed, too, at a medium speed.
3/4 speed.
Yeah.
5-4
Can't be real hard.
Tim reads fast shots. He's used to playing people that shoot very fast. Robert and Albert and Mark.
True.
It's the second time this match Tim scored. So that's 5-5. Keith needs to take this game. Keith called timeout. He needs this game. He needs to get this puck and get these 2 points. You can't let Tim have these close games. That's where Tim usually wins his tournaments. He gets the close game 7-6 and wins enough of those. He's going to play with Keith a little bit now, try and make him nervous. And boom, hit that corner. Perfect cut shot.
Very nice.
Tim calls timeout. Keith needs to get this rebound point quick.
Unbelievable accuracy for the speed at which he hits the puck.
It's unbelievable. I still can't. He's like so smooth. It looks like he hardly touches it and it flies. Which is the whole point of the game, to get you outweigh your opponent, as you were teaching me in warm-up. Let's see. Come on, Keith. Okay. Keith's not going to score on himself.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Well, there was complaint about being over the line there. I don't know if he was or not. I didn't see it from this angle, but it's possible. Tim does go out there pretty far sometimes.
Had I ref, I would have
Hard
called
to
that
tell.
over the line, because it looked like he did cross the line to me. If we'd have to go back in slow motion and check it out. Tim does play close. That's why he was probably given the benefit of the doubt, because he's so fast too. It's impossible.
It's hard to tell sometimes, and usually if you can't tell, then you got to give him the point, because really if unless it's definitely over, it's not over, in my opinion.
Keith's getting himself mad. He can't. He knows he can take a game off Tim. He did it. He knows he can do it again.
Yeah.
2 games to 1. He can take the next 1 or 2. The secret is you want to get Tim in that 7th game. Tim folds in the 7th game. I watched him against Owen in the 7th game, Texas State.
You really
or in
think
the
he folds
Houston
in
City.
7th games?
He folds in the 7th game. If he doesn't win it in the 6th, I watched him in the Carter Cup. Owen destroyed him there. Albert beat him in the 7th game a couple years back. He had Albert 3-0, and Albert came back and won 4 in a row.
That's true.
You get Tim to that 7th game, for some reason he has a trouble with that game. It's like he.
Although
he gets
TC had him on the
conservative.
ropes. TC had him on the ropes in Houston City Classic about a year or 2 ago, and he had him at tournament point. And Tim was able to tough it out and face 2 match points and beat TC.
Yeah. Tim can come back when he's behind, but
Yeah, he's very good at it too.
for some reason he seems to have a problem with the 66. I know he's going to kill me when he reads this, but it's just an observation I've made. He, of course, he wins as much as he loses easily. He wins quite a bit more. That's if you can take him to that 7th game, then you've done a lot of good for
chance.
yourself. You got a real good chance, according to the odds, that you're going to get that last game on him if you can play as good.
Well,
I think the problem might be that he gets too conservative because he knows it's the last game, and I think he closes up a little bit, doesn't play his regular game, just like any other player does. 7th games always tend to be very conservative, very slow.
it seems to me the people who play Tim, contrary to my previous theory, I think that the person who's going to beat Tim will be somebody who's very familiar with his game. Whereas before I thought it was somebody he didn't know their game, but I think from watching Tim play, somebody has to get used to reading his releases.
Oh, I agree with that 100%. I think it's going to be one of the people from Houston who plays him.
Most likely.
You know, you've got Daryl, you've got Izzy, you've got a lot of people that are coming up slowly. Myself, and maybe within a few years we'll be there. You might be. Let's see. 2-0 Keith.
What was the complaint?
Apparently he didn't give him the shot. I think he's claiming it hit Keith's hand. Did the point not count?
I don't think so. Looks like beautiful forehand. Looks like the cross straight is working for Keith from the far left of the
Stuckey
table.
called that shot over. It was nowhere close to being over. I didn't say on tape. He was
That was a bad
up.
call.
It was a very bad call.
Why is Stuckey reffing this match? I don't understand that. Usually
I don't think-
third place finisher does that, don't they?
Usually, Daryl was going to ref because Daryl's an expert referee, but
Now, if Keith's shot wasn't over,
we need to get Robert in here. We're having a referee problem here. We need to get our head referee.
Clearly over. Clearly over. I'm
We need Robert. We're having referee problems. We need Robert.
everybody's requesting Robert as a shadow referee.
We've had 2 bad calls. Keith's point.
Robert is nowhere to be found, it looks like.
Those are bad calls, and that could make a difference in this match.
He's nowhere to be found, it looks like. Somebody else can do
This
it.
whole tournament's been
The thing
bad
is,
calls.
Stuckey doesn't call the line very well, and Keith, of all people, should know that. So I don't know
He
why
shouldn't be reffing this match.
why he had him ref
Why
this
is
match.
Stuckey reffing? Usually the
idea.
third place finisher does that.
I have no idea.
Who plays third? Vince. Oh well, that kind of figures in.
I was gonna do it, but I gotta leave in like 5 minutes. That kind of pissed me off because he heard me call it. And it's like, how does he know by it?
That is an unbelievable forehand.
2-2?
2-2.
I don't know.
He's hitting him with that forehand again, left wall
Tim's
under.
sarcastic reaction shows very well that he's frightened. He's scared. Tim is never like that. Tim's usually very quick to give up the puck if he thinks he's done something wrong.
Well, maybe he truly believes that it was his call.
No, he was over. When Tim's over, he knows he's over. He knows this game well, and he knows he was over. He's frightened. He wants every point he can get.
Yeah, but see, you can't tell when you're over. That's what the ref is for. You
Yeah,
just
I
go
mean, you
for it.
know-
It's very hard for a player hitting the puck to know if he's over, and that's why you need a good
Because when he
ref.
plays fast.
Yeah, I would say for
Tim,
when I play, I don't really realize if the puck is over or not. A lot of times, sometimes I'm in doubt as to what happened. Even though I've been playing and whatnot.
Table just ran out.
The duty of the player, if you think you can get it before it goes over, you go for it. You're not looking to see if it's over the line, and from your perspective, you can't really see it.
Tim's calmed down. He's using a lot of forehand. That's probably, I would argue, now one of his better shots. He's developing that forehand.
Yes.
Score.
It's pretty bad right now.
I don't know.
What is it?
5-2 Tim.
5-2 Tim. Keith has to get something going here, or this will be a very quick match. He's going underneath on the left side. Constantly.
One over. You can clearly tell it was, because myself, I don't call overs very often because I only call them if they're, really visible, and that was clearly.
Well, I didn't see it personally. I thought that it was questionable. I probably wouldn't have called it over myself.
Oh, no, it was clearly. I mean, from
but I thought
this perspective, it was clearly over. But I don't know about the line. You got.
Hey, Keith. Go get him, will you? Keith.
It's hard. I kind of don't understand why they
commentate.
I think that's going to make a difference in this match, that game.
Yeah, definitely.
That pissed him off. That was uncalled for. Keith's point was easily a good point. He was not.
Yeah, it was 3/4 of the way up the table. I mean, he hit it with like a forehand, and it just bounced off the rail, and dribbled towards it.
It looked deceiving, but it wasn't.
He didn't even hit it near the line, it wasn't.
That gives Tim, what, a 3-1 advantage now?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be able to come back. That game, Keith could have taken that game. I think he would have had a chance,
but
Robert's
that
repping.
Keith could have won if he would have just used that goddamn safe shot that he won the first game with.
A bad call in a finals match will make a difference, and that did. 1 point wasn't given to Keith that should have, and 1 was given to Tim that shouldn't, and it made a difference. Keith got mad. He stopped. Got upset. But it's a shame that happens.
and
There's one more game. I mean,
And John's making a little bit of a mistake by standing direct middle, letting the pulls interfere with the line calls anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I ref, I stand a little bit to one side of him.
What I usually do is I try to stand behind the person that is most likely to go over.
Still on it?
I'm pretty sure it is.